Well, hello there YouTube, Mr. Gibson Guy here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's my birthday. I'm 73 years old today, and I'm doing a 73-year-old morning video today. And it kind of has to do with age. So if you want to wish me happy birthday, go down there and click the like button and say, I like your happy birthday. Even though you may see this after my birthday has already passed. But that won't matter. Let's keep going. Today in vintage film photography, I'm bringing you a comparison video of something kind of different and looking at how we handle our equipment, how we transport our equipment, and how that affects our photography. And so I'll start out with the usual thing and what I've been doing for a long time, and then we'll look at alternative that I think is pretty good alternative. So let's go ahead and click that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, give me a birthday subscription. I'm not proud. I'll push that for all that it's worth to get more subscribers here. Still trying to get to 1,500. And let's take a look at this. See, yep, you can see this. I can see in the monitor. Alright, there we go. This is my long time camera bag that I've used. I got this early 1990s, like 91 or 92, something like that, which puts it at 35 years ago, I believe. I think that was correct math. Had it around for a while. And this has been an excellent bag. It is a Nike bag. A Nikon bag. Has a big strap on it with padding, and it's high quality. It's kind of a dark brown color now, but you can see, like in the middle, the part that's usually covered up, that it's really, this is kind of a combination of the effect of light and the effect of bleaching it out and the effect of dirt, I guess. And this thing is really, you can kind of see it from the back more, I think. It's really kind of brown color, but then it's black here on the bottom. Yeah, you can really see it's black on the bottom here, and on the sides, and on the front. Let's see if we can open this up. It has Velcro and tabs on it. There. And you can see some of this other part is really black, and this part isn't. This was kind of a, I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of turning purple now. It was, I don't know, maybe more of a pink color or something. I can't tell. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's several different colors now, you can see. And this has got a zip-up compartment here, and you can store some flat stuff in here, but there's storage all over the place. And it's got a front compartment where you store film, and you can store remote cable releases, stuff like this. You can fit in filters, focusing screens, all kinds of stuff in here. And another one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is for the F3. Another focusing screen. So I got all this stuff for the different cameras, and we got these big, deep compartments here. I have enough room for 2 Nikon cameras with attached motor drives, the F3 high point with the MD4 and the FM2 with an MD11 motor drive on it. And I still have these center spaces that go way down here, and these would hold, if you put in dividers, you can put in 4 regular size lenses or 2 regular size lenses and one 80 to 200 at 4.5 zoom. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different lenses, 2 camera bodies on the sides, on both sides. There are external pockets where you can put a Nikon flash unit for the f3 and another flash unit for the FM2. These things are floating around all over the place. So you can carry all this stuff, and this makes a fantastic way to haul all your camera gear around and have everything that you need available to you. And it also is something that you take with you one time and say, never again. It's great for storing stuff in, but it's terrible for carrying, because even though it's just really nicely designed and does a great job, it protects all your equipment. When you put all that gear in here, you can barely lift this thing. It's going to be so heavy, and much less carry it around with you. So when I put that aside, that kind of thing makes you look at something like this and say, oh, it's got a zoom on it, it's got a flash on it, it's got long time stuff, it's auto exposure, and it's got a screen on the back, and it weighs a few ounces. I think I'll carry this rather than that. So, sort of, photography has become its own enemy, because we get all this different gear that we can use, and it has all the different things that we can do with it. But it's too heavy to carry that stuff around. And that's just not because I'm 73, that's at any age. Trust me, that thing gets heavy. So, the other day, I had this revelation. I thought, you know what? Film photography is about basics. And I'd really like to go back to the basics. And I was going into town, and I like to go by the lakeside park there and do photography when I'm there. Just go out and take some outside pictures. And we are in the middle of winter here, January 17th, and we had a cold spell the last couple of days it's been in. And it's been so cold, it's been like in the 50s or the 40s sometimes. Middle of the afternoon, more like 50s, close to 60s. And I was still riding motorcycle, and it was fun. But I had to go to, on my birthday, renew my driver's license. That ran out, concealed carry permit, do all the registrations, because the 3 motorcycles in the truck all are due on my birthday. So I had to go to town and spend a couple $100 on that. So I'm all caught up for another year. But the place is like walking distance to the park, the lakeside park, that I like to go to in Inverness. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this. And this is an old Kiwi bag that I got from some piece of equipment that I bought that came with a bag. And it's still got the straps on it. And it's got this little JanSport zip-up extra carrying little pouch here. And what I do with this is I can close up my video camera and slip it all into this little pouch, and I can do photography and video. But it also holds exactly one lens if it's not a very long lens. And this is not a very long lens. This is my ROKKOR X 28mm f2.5, not f2.8, but f2.5. And this is a really cool little Minolta lens that I've had for a while here, and I bring it out every once in a while. I love this lens, and it does great pictures. And I shot a roll of film down to like 27 exposures. I'm almost done with it, and I'm going to get that developed, and that'll be another video where I show the pictures that I did. And I did this 28mm. This was my lens. This is, by the way, a thorium lens, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of a brownish reflection on all the highlights in the lens, so you can see that it's really kind of had the thorium darkening, which gives it a very, very warm tone to the photos. So there's going to be some interesting pictures that come out with this. And along with a very simple, basic fixed focal length wide angle, I want some contrast. So, whoa! That's one way to get the lens cap off. This is the 135 millimeter f3.5 tele ROKKOR. And this is a lens I picked up off of Mercari. And I bought a few things from Mercari. And if I see something that the price is right, and I think, oh, that's kind of cool, I'll get it. And that's how I got this lens. Sometime back, a year or two ago, I picked this up, and it was on sale for, I believe it was $15. And so I looked at it, and I thought, this thing looks, I don't know if you can see it here, if it's out of the light, this lens looks absolutely brand new, like it's never been touched. There's not a scratch, not a mark, not a fingerprint. I don't think it had ever been used until I got this and used it. And I used it the other day. I had the 28 and I had the 135. And this is just an amazing little lens here for almost nothing. I bought it just because it was like new. And they had a 200 too, but I tried to get that one. They had some sort of mess up, sent somebody the wrong thing, so I didn't get the 200, but I got the 135. And I just love using it. And I have these on this SRT 201. Let's see, can you see that? I think you can see that. That's not 201, SRT 202. This was the final last member of the SRT family, the 202, and they ran it for a short time, and it is a very simple camera to use, very basic. It just has real basic controls on it, and I'll take you on a tour of it, but it's just so, everything is just perfect on it, and it's like, this gives you the real feeling of, this is what film photography is all about. So let me guide you through this a little bit. Down beneath we have the switch, and I just better put my glasses on to do this because I have to look at stuff and be able to see it. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a 202, that's for sure. But on the bottom, we have this three-way switch here. And it's on, then it's off, and then it's battery check. And see, BC, off, and on. I'm going to turn it back off for right now. That turns on and off the light meter because everything else is mechanical on this camera. That's just for the little match needle thing that goes in here so you can set your exposure. That's there. Battery compartment, the film release for rewind, tripod socket, and down here we have the depth of field preview button. Let's see. You can't see that. Let's see. No, it doesn't show on this lens. Anyway, we'll keep going. Depth of field preview button, self-timer, right there, a mechanical self-timer. I'm going to show you this one. This is the lens release right here. You push this link down, and then take the lens off. And up here is the this is CLC, contrasting light compensation. That's their metering pattern. And this is the little ADR, aperture direct readout, that reads the aperture settings right off of the lens. 3.5 to f22. and you line up the red dot with the red dot, turn it, and you have your lens mounted. It doesn't have any indexing thing that you have to line up on Minolta's here. Top deck, you have the exposure window, and this says 27 exposures right now, and you have your film advance right here, shutter release button right here, and here we have both there, the ASA setting in this little square here. Set it back to 200, and then film speed, shutter speeds, 1,000th of a second down to 1 second, and B, a hot shoe that's got an extra contact in it, so it should be able to work with Minolta Flash. And I haven't done that, but I'm gonna have to try it. Film rewind, there's your theta for the film plane. You want to check any distance from your film for your macro lenses, if you're looking close up. On the back we have the eyepiece, where you can see what shows there, and we have a film indicator that says film is loaded and you're taking pictures. Then this stuff is just, lens control, f-stop, focus, and that's it. Inside it has on the top of it, it gives you the aperture direct readout right off the lens when you're looking in the top of the viewfinder. Down at the bottom, it has a scale with two little prongs that show what your film speed setting is, and they move back and forth when you turn that. And that's everything there is to it. It seemed like a lot when you go over that, but it's all really basic, and it takes just a minute to get used to using this camera, and you can really concentrate on what you're doing. One of the things that always bothers me about any digital camera is that whenever I want to take a picture, I push the button down and the camera says, well, I'll do it when I get to it. Click. But with this camera, you set up what you want, because you know every single time when you commit to press that button down, this button down, the shutter's going to open and it's going to make an exposure every single time. So you don't do it until you know you want it, and when you want it, you get it right there, because it obeys absolutely. It's not artificially intelligent. It doesn't go through all these checks and balances for you to make an exposure. It just says, your wish is my command, poof, and you get your picture just like that. And that's really what photography is all about. So that's it. Pick a couple of nice lenses, maybe a wide angle tele. Could have gone with the, well, I don't have one of those. Well, I have a 35 to 70 zoom, another Minolta lens. I got 35 to 70s and everything, but I could have put that on here and gone from slight wide angle to slight telephoto all on one. But I find that I kind of like it better when I am limited by what lenses I have mounted on the camera, and I work with what I have there. And carrying two of them around, two lenses and one camera, doesn't really weigh very much. So it's very inducive to you concentrating on what you got and what you can do with it, and making the best of what you have to work with. And then you concentrate on what you're going to get with that. I'm thinking it's great to have all the equipment, but I'd rather go out shooting with one or two lenses and just have a roll of film in the camera and it's ready to go, and all I have to do is pull it right out, take my picture, put it right back in there. So that's today's video. Tomorrow's video, we'll see about tomorrow. So thanks for watching, Tell your friends about this. Suggest it to some people that you need to get the message across that sometimes simpler is the best way. And just easy means you don't have too many choices to make it more difficult. So until the next time, this is Mr. Gibson Guy, and I'll see you later.